the middle of the ice. Stretch pass for Ryabkin. Gets it through the defense and deep to the Green Bay zone. Lawrence gives chase as it comes to the near side for Samuelson. Lawrence and Ryabkin joined by David Deputy. Samuelson to the offensive zone. Kicks off for Zelenov. Pushed back down low for Samuelson, but taken away by Lawrence. Now to the near side of the blue line, it's Cleaves. Cooper Cleaves committed to Union. Across to Lucas Peterson. He fires through traffic, but wide. It's back up with Cleaves near side. His shot wide as well. Found on the far side corner by Vasily Zelenov. Veo joined by Lawrence, Ryabkin, Klee, and David Deputy. Here's Ryabkin wrapping it in. Moffitt behind the net. Plays to the far side, up the wall. It's picked up by Lawrence. Carried down low. Lawrence towards the middle on his backhand. Up to the blue line for Veo. Xavier to the far side, Ryabkin. Back to the near side, David Deputy. Up top, Veo. He fires through a screen, but 5 to go in the first. The face-off, won by Green. Do it for the power play. Time for one more zone entry. Here comes Tynan Lawrence near side. Kicks out for Deputy. To the blue line for Ryabkin. Ivan fires backdoor, finds Lawrence. Now David Klee. Top of the circle, near side, Ryabkin for Deputy. Deputy for Klee, the one-timer goes wide. It's picked up by Cleaves and played. Xavier fires off of Ivan Ryabkin. Cleaves on the near side, looks up the wall for Samuelson. Kept in by Aucoin and played across the way. But Cleaves, though it's won back by goalie. And now here's Peterson far side, up ahead, taken away by Toll. Here's Tynan Lawrence. He fires and a blocker save for Moffitt. Aucoin behind the net for Ryabkin. To the near side, popped out in front. Deputy takes it to the wall. Up top for Aucoin. He fires, redirected, they score! Ivan Ryabkin, a redirection in front. His 7th game, his 7th point. The Lumberjacks
get some offense going, and what really helped was their little game of keep away behind the goal line. You don't want to pass Saturdays for St. Norbert in the fall.
Not your third hockey game ever. You came to a couple Jacks games last. Credibility. Also, you're a Muskegon guy. You're a Muskegon guy. Clippers voice. Historic Marshfield. Historic LC Walker Arena, right? Trinity Health. On the back up the far side wall. Zellers looks to clear it. Does so with a bit of a weird bounce off the wall. But it's back in their zone. Bokarov. Across the way. Now back on the near side. Zellers. Just at the red line, taken down by Lawrence. Deputy picks it up. Lawrence had blown a tire, and Zellers got his legs taken out, not in an illegal way, but now he makes a nice move to the offensive zone. Poked away by Toll. Zellers picks it back up. Looks out in front. Ryabkin stick in the lane, but it's picked back up by Park. Some downhill shooting, fired, but blockered aside. Now here's Ryabkin looking to clear the zone.
They've got iron bars in their own goal to keep anything out of harm's way in their own defensive side.
Here's Zelenov to the near side corner, taken by Veo. Zelenov keeps it in. Make that not Zelenov, but rather Zach Wooten played out in front. Delayed penalty against the Lumberjacks. Wooten on his backside, tangled up with Ivan Ryabkin. Now here's Cleaves with 8:27 to go in the first. And Lawrence sent down low by O'Sullivan, but Jake Toll battles for it. Finds Ivan Ryabkin, and now sent to the far side corner by Samuelson. Only the first one on it, met by Aucoin, driven hard into the wall. Played up the far side. Centers for Ryabkin to the offensive zone, poked off his stick by Benson. Sent up the near side. Aucoin can't keep it in. 2-on-1, led by Park. Park near side. Zellers backdoor, defended perfectly by Jake Toll to shut it down. Now he finds Lawrence on the near side wall. Tynan Lawrence taken away by Zellers. Good check by Deputy, sends Lawrence to the offensive zone. Working 1-on-2. He sends it behind the net where Peterson picks it up. Peterson plays off for O'Sullivan. Up the near side, a pass intended. Across the way for Lawrence. Now Ryabkin sends it in. The first one on it, Cole Longacre. Committed to play his college hockey at Merrimack. Taken away by David Deputy. Though regained by Park. Good interception by Lance. Down low for Ryabkin, a backhand. Stopped by Moffitt. A grade A scoring opportunity
there for the Jacks. They'll still have it in attack mode on the far down.
Claire's behind the defense. Ryabkin gets a pass down to the corner on the near side. Met by the defenseman Cooper Cleaves. Ivan takes the puck. Goes up top to Jake Toll. Down the wall. It's forced out of the zone by Knutson. Make it Wooten. Cuts towards the middle, he scores! But he does separate the man from the puck, and he turns it into an opportunity for David Klee.
Well, this is also an opportunity for Muskegon to get Gavin Moffat's head back on that swivel that it was in the early goings of that first period. Goalies, they don't have 360 vision. I mean, they try to, but ultimately starting the action behind the net going to be crucial for the Jacks.
It's carried out of the zone by Samuelson, poked away by Veilleux. Veilleux and Lance behind Lawrence with Ryabkin and Deputy. Neutral zone centers for Tynan Lawrence. The offensive zone, cuts across the slot, has it in his feet, still with possession, finds Reese Lance at the blue line. Lance walks the blue line, kicks out near side for Ryabkin. Back up top, Tynan Lawrence fires, and it's blockered aside by Moffat. Played up the wall through the neutral line by Veilleux, and Ryabkin comes back the other way. Taken away by Bokarov. Battle in front of the Lumberjacks bench. Goes the way of Zelenov. He sends it deep to the Muskegon zone. Veilleux, D-to-D, finds Reese Lance, and now here comes Tynan Lawrence. 3-on-2 with the back checker. Lawrence across the slot, far side, Deputy, backdoor, Ryabkin ringing off the post. Approving tip. Gets the puck to the back of the net. His second goal of the period, the Gamblers' second goal of the period, and they lead it 2-1. Longacre up the near side, sends in Will Zellers off his stick, so no icing. Zellers has it near side half wall, though it's taken by Deputy. Ahead for Ryabkin, takes a stick upstairs, play continues. Lawrence, far side half wall, Ryabkin keeps it in. Pushed on to Moffat.
But you were talking about what makes hockey very developmental. Players going at it in these types of situations. Down a goal, how can you scrape together the resources to make a comeback?
Here's Lawrence in his own zone. Curls away from it out of the near side, takes a whack, but keeps possession. Finds David Deputy. Down for Lawrence, near side corner. Deputy comes in to help.
Gamblers extending their lead here down the stretch in the second period.
It took 30 seconds on the power play. Vasily Zelenov, former USHL forward of the week, off an assist from the reigning, or another former USHL forward of the week. That was Will Zellers, Jack Kalanick, the reigning forward of the week. But Tynan Lawrence in the neutral zone, met and taken away by Zach Wooten. Here's Ryabkin ahead for Lawrence to the near side. Pass intended for Deputy, taken away by Wooten, and now here's Deputy again. Regained by Zach Wooten, sent into the Mesquite. Centered for Lawrence, carried to the offensive zone. Lawrence across for Aucoin. Looks out in front, but in the way of it was the defenseman Andrew O'Sullivan. Back with Deputy in the neutral zone. 6 minutes to go in the second. Across the red line, now the blue to the offensive end. Deputy, side corner. Looks for Ryabkin and has him behind the net. Battle continues. It comes to Deputy near side. To the blue line, Clares. Fires a one-timer. Blocked in front. Chipped out. Klee and Veilleux. One-timer, Ryabkin ringing the post for the second time tonight. Now Deputy. That was a hard one-timer from the blue line. Up top, Veilleux. Ryabkin again. This time across the way for Deputy. Deputy, Ryabkin, controls, in front, they score! A beautiful pass from Ivan Ryabkin to find David Klee on the...
Well, that's just textbook puck movement right there. The diagonal pass. I'm a basketball guy. High, low, diagonal.
Not bring up the double doink much on the broadcast. Longacre, he sends in. Godziev, it's between his legs, but wide of the cage. So picked up by Aucoin, and now Ryabkin looks to clear the zone. Met by Kuzma. Benson looks for goalie, and it goes down to Jake Toll. Up ahead for David Deputy. To the offensive zone across the way, Tynan Lawrence drops off for Deputy. Far side corner, puts the brakes on, walks up the wall. Up towards the top of the slot, nice move to the middle, now across the way, Ryabkin. Backhand pass to Lawrence, his shot kicked away by Moffat. Lawrence gets it back. He walks up to the blue line. Blows a tire, keeps the puck. Holy cow, what a move, Tynan Lawrence. Still with it on his forehand, forced down to the wall. He gets it to Ryabkin. Behind the net, David Deputy. Back to Lawrence.
In the attack zone, Green Bay, they can afford to stall now. As for Muskegon, they got to be ready to attack twice as hard in the direction of Green Bay.
Face-off won by the Gamblers, sent into the Muskegon zone. far side. David Deputy, by the way, your women over at St. Norbert, 1-1 against Adrian. Here's Lawrence, near side, fires just wide of the cage. Ryabkin knocked down to the ice. Puck kept in by Lance. Far side wall, though it makes it on the far side. That's the poutine. That's the problem with it is now we're burping on the broadcast, which is a big no-no. Here's Lance in the offensive zone. He fires. Big rebound. Lawrence, and another save made by Moffat. Ryabkin has a stick caught up in his midsection. He's a little slow to get back up to his feet. Our first stoppage of the period. Are there two rinks at Cornerstone Arena?
Yes, there are.
So the Lumberjacks, they started their season in the preseason here in Green Bay at Cornerstone Arena. But not this. Danny Clares picks it up, and the Jacks start the process of a line change. Here comes the Lawrence, Ryabkin, Deputy, Veo, and Klee unit. Lawrence with speed to the offensive zone. Curling away from the defending Gambler. Drops off for Ryabkin to the near side looking for Deputy. Here comes a 2-on-1 with a back checker. It's led by Park. Good back check by Ryabkin. Helps negate the opportunity. It was defended well by Veo as well. Ivan picks up the puck and finds Klee near side of the neutral zone. He enters the offensive zone. David Klee, far side of the blue line. Works down the wall, cuts towards the middle, fires, finds his own rebound. It comes up to Veo. Middle of the blue line, he keeps it in. Xavier Veo for Ryabkin, far side to the near side. Deputy off his skate from the previous unit. It comes to Ryabkin and sent to the corner on the near side for Lawrence. Works up the wall, a little help from Deputy, but it's back behind the net, picked up by a Gambler and sent down. 2 minutes to go on the power play. Here comes Ivan Ryabkin. Up the middle of the ice, calls his own number, enters the offensive zone. A nice move on his backhand, forehand, and a big save for Moffat. Thrown back up top. Veo's chance, blocked by goalie. Here's Veo. Ryabkin one-timer. Turned aside by Moffat. Klee gets the rebound up to Ryabkin at the blue line. Down low for Klee, far side corner, works up top. Finds Veo, middle of the blue line. Works to the near side, now Deputy on the half wall. Down low for Klee behind the net. David Klee. Up the far side for Ryabkin. Pressured, so he goes back to the captain. On the far side wall. Cycles with Lawrence. Works up the far side. Tynan Lawrence to the near side. Ivan Ryabkin. Down low. Deputy Klee out in front. Turned aside by Moffat. Deputy behind the net. To the near side for Ryabkin. 6 seconds to go on the power play. David Deputy pops out in front. Ryabkin has it. Fires just wide. Veo keeps in the rebound. To Lawrence, middle of the blue line. Curls away from Samuelson. Sends it down the wall. Behind the net for David Klee. Near side corner, David. Won by Ryabkin out to Lawrence. Up top, Clares fires in the near side corner. Samuelson has it. Looks to clear it and does up to Zelenov. Near side corner, here's Danny Clares. Looks for Deputy. Intercepted, though, by Samuelson and pushed back behind the Lumberjacks net. Clares. Up the far side for Deputy. Now he connects with him in the neutral zone. Enters the offensive end. Sent behind the net. Lawrence meets the netminder, meets the defenseman, Andrew O'Sullivan, rather, and a battle ensues in the far side corner. O'Sullivan out for Samuelson. On the near side, it's carried in by Cole Longacre. Pushed on to Gonziev, who makes the save, and Zelenov walked in onto Gonziev, and so he takes a bit of a whack from Ivan Ryabkin. There's 11:24 to go in regulation. Shots are 29-7. 1-goal game. Ivan Ryabkin now. Cuts towards the far side over the center ice logo to the offensive zone. Now cuts towards the middle. In a sea of black jerseys finds Stewart. His shot blocked. Veo down low. Ryabkin gets it behind the net. Looks back out in front for Nestrasil, but intercepted by Bokarov, and now Veo looks to keep it in. He does. Down for Vaslav Nestrasil. Back up top, Veo. Fires backdoor, redirected on. It went just north of the crossbar. Back out in front, up to the blue line, Veo. Near side, Reese Lance. No stick in the hands of Moffat, but as the puck to the blue line for Ryabkin. Softly towards the net, blocked by goalie. 3-on-2 rush the other way. Goalie middle of the ice. Kicks out far side, gets it back and directs it to the corner. Lawrence off for Ryabkin. Just 120 seconds to go in regulation. Lawrence enters the offensive zone. The puck. Tynan Lawrence up to the blue line. Fires a shot. Big rebound loose. Swipe to the corner by Bauer Berry. Going to the bench is Gonziev. Up top, Galanic. Make it Ryabkin. He finds Galanic. Jack Galanic. Down low, Lawrence. Up to Galanic. Far side wall. Down low, Klee. Klee off the pad of the netminder. Empty net down the ice. Blowing a tire. Sent down wide of the cage. That was back. It's going to be exciting. Here at the Rush Center here off Low Hockey, Lumberjacks Hockey Network presented. It's the way. Goalie clears the zone. Ryabkin gloves it down. To the near side, Veo. 1:20 to go. Here's Galanic. Up the near side wall. Ahead for Xavier. He sends it in. Slowly finds David Klee. Thrown out in front. Bouncing puck. Fires the near side. Ryabkin walks in and wraps it around. Tynan Lawrence. Back behind the net to Klee on the near side. It goes off a stick. Thrown out of the zone, but kept in by Ryabkin. Up top, Veo. 48 seconds to go. Galanic. Far side, down low. Lawrence out in front. It comes to the near side. Ryabkin. 40 seconds. At the blue line. Fires a shot. Redirected. Wide of the cage. Galanic picks it up in the corner. Back up for Veo. He fires through a screen. Rebound poked away by Green. 27 seconds. Xavier Veo. Up top for Lawrence. To the near side, Ryabkin. Ivan for Lawrence. Fires to the glove. Blocked in traffic. Deputy up to Veo. Fired towards the net, but blocked. Samuelson clears the zone. Woo in the empty net.